All right, Shalom. I want to start off as always by giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, HaKodash, the abundance unto the apostles, the others, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love unto the brothers out there doing this work into their sincerity, and also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. Excuse me. And in this morning's lesson, I wanted to read the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 22 and the 16th verse, and break it down here to the spirit, man. Lesson shouldn't be too long. But I just want to highlight the scripture this morning because it it highlights something that's very important in these times, man, especially heading into the chaos that is getting ready to come to this society and the world. All right. And so I get into this here, pray is edifying. This is Sirach chapter 22 and 16. It says, a wooden beam can be put into a building so firmly that an earthquake cannot shake it loose. A person can be trained to use reason and good sense so well that he keeps his head when a crisis comes. I want to focus on the second part, right? A person can be trained to use reason and good sense so well that he keeps his head when the crisis comes. We know through the scriptures, man, we can see through world events that crises are being prepared. Or as they said at the WEF, polycrisis. Okay, so many crises, many, you know, trials and tribulations ahead of us, man. And these tribulations, man, these troubles are going to test our faith, test our spirits, test our decision makings. But if you've been trained, right, to use reason and good sense, which is you doing what? Following the scriptures. That's the reason and the good sense, okay? When you follow the Lord, man, you're going to make the right decisions. You're going to use proper reasoning, okay? You will know to deny the MOTB and other foolish things that will be happening in that time. This is why getting the wisdom, getting the knowledge is so important, okay? But not just, just learning a bunch of scriptures and precepts in history, is actually exercising the wisdom and knowledge of the scriptures, bro. That's the true wisdom when you exercise it, right? As the Lord told our forefathers and us, right, about the law. He said, this is your wisdom and your knowledge in the sight of the nations. How would they see our wisdom and knowledge? By keeping the commandments, doing what the Most High said to do. There will be a display of their wisdom and that knowledge. And as it says in Isaiah 33, wisdom and knowledge is the stability of thy time. Our faith, trusting in his wisdom and his knowledge, bro, is going to take us a long way, okay? A very long way. So once again, it says, a person can be trained to use reason and good sense so well that he keeps his head when a crisis comes. And normally when crises come, people lose their head. They lose their minds, man. Like totally bugged out, okay? As some people are doing right now behind, gas prices and grocery prices. But it hasn't gotten to the level of what the scriptures say, okay? We're seeing like an introduction into what's to come. See, people right now are still going out to the clubs. They're still taking, trips here. They're celebrating this. They're getting married. So it's not affecting them as much, okay, to where they stop doing those things. But by little and little, it's happening. But the ultimate, crisis and judgment is getting ready to come, and they will lose their heads. As a believer, you want to make sure that you don't lose your head, man. This is why staying in the scriptures, repenting, praying, fasting, all these things are important for you to grow as an individual in the faith. So make sure you're well trained in good reason. I mean, in a reasoning and good sense. You got to get into the scriptures in so many words. Okay, you got to preach this word for those who have the ability to do that, those who have their gifts, right? But ultimately, we're all required to do what the Most High commands. So with that, I'll close out. I pray that was edifying, man. All praise Yahweh Shem, Shabbat Shem, Chakodash, Shalom.